everybody, it's Michelle and welcome back to the Royal Daily Tea. So this weekend I binged watched all the episodes of the first installment of the last season of The Crown season 6. So if you're interested, I might do a full breakdown because I have some thoughts that you might be interested in. I might do a full video and put it on my other Royal channel. But let me know in the comments if you're interested, even if you've never seen the show or don't have Netflix. Do you want me to do a breakdown of the show? But you guys, we have a lot of juicy royalty to get through today, so you know what to do. Sit back and relax, grab yourself a beverage, and let's get into the Royal Daily Tea. Hi everybody, it's that time of year again where we're starting to prepare and think about the holidays and our gift giving ideas. But don't worry, I got you covered. Now, as you know, I was hacked a few months ago, so online security is very, very important to me. Right now, Atlas VPN is offering their lowest savings of the year. You can get Atlas VPN for as little as $1.70 per month plus 6 extra months, and it all comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So what is a VPN? A VPN protects you with online security from malware, from those pop-up ads, from people being able to track your Google searches, as well as unlocking all of your favorite content from all over the world. Now, right now, they're having a huge Black Friday sale where you are going to get this amazing 3-year deal for $1.70 a month plus 6 extra months. So getting you and your loved ones the gift of online security is the gift that keeps on giving. All of the information, guys, will be linked for you down below, but hurry because these savings will not last. Join Atlas VPN today and save huge by giving yourself and your family peace of mind. Well, we have another royal birthday to celebrate today. Princess Beatrice's husband, Edoardo Mapelli turns 40 years old today. Now, we know that Edoardo and Princess Beatrice have been childhood friends, and they got married in 2020 and are the proud parents of a beautiful 2-year-old little girl, Sienna, as well as parents to his son, Christopher, from a previous relationship. So happy birthday to Edoardo. In my opinion, they are such a beautiful and stunning couple. I really hope they have more children and one day become full-time working royals. So we have some exciting news. Catherine, the Princess of Wales, is once again going to host her holiday carol service at Westminster Abbey, where they're going to highlight midwives and nursery teachers among the guests celebrating those supporting young children and families. Now, the event is going to be recorded on December 8th, but will be aired on ITV1 on Christmas Eve. People like Beverly Knight, Adam Lambert, and the Abbey's choir are among the guests who were due to perform at the event. It sounds like an amazing lineup. Now, the service itself will reflect on Kate's Shaping Us campaign, which we know she launched earlier this year in January, which highlights the importance of early years development. Now, in addition, 12 community carol services will be hosted by Lord Lieutenants backed by Kate and William's Royal Foundation across the UK. I, for one, am excited. I love this service, and I'm so glad they're continuing on with the Christmas celebrations. Do you plan to tune in and watch this service? So it appears that BetterUp is doing a little bit of bullying according to some of their employees. Now, if you know, this is the mental health firm that is paying Prince Harry $1 million a year and is now being branded as toxic by some of their employees. Ouch. Now, BetterUp, which has employed the Duke of Sussex as its chief impact officer for the past 2 years, is being accused of bullying and creating a toxic work environment. The company recently sacked over 100 employees in order to, quote, cut costs. Several former workers took to review site Glassdoor to vent their frustration at what one former staff member called its toxic culture. Now, we've been hearing rumors and rumblings about the work culture at BetterUp for a while, and it has not been good. Now, one reviewer wrote, quote, cult-like facade, bullying, toxicity, everyone out for themselves. An account executive who spent less than a year at BetterUp said the company was, quote, hands down the worst company I've ever worked for. Another one said, worst of all, in a company dedicated to helping others achieve psychological safety, there is no psychological safety. Others urged the company to get rid of the dead wood. They're talking about you, H, including Prince Harry. Less than half of the 490 people who spent time working at BetterUp would recommend working there to a friend. Yeah, they were probably told by management to write a good review, HR. We all know how that happens, right? Wink, wink. A current employee at the company voiced concerns about long hours. They said long working weeks can lead to burnout. I mean, that's what little Prince Harry talked about. I mean, the guy works 1 hour a week at Archwell Foundation, and he had to go outside and take a moment. He had to take a breath. He had to go do yoga because apparently he works really, really hard. Another current employee said they got told to get over stuff or that stuff is your fault while leaders change directions constantly. It doesn't sound like a great place to work. Several employees and former employees lauded their work colleagues, but one added, the people are a pro. Best in class individual contributors, well, at least until they started getting pushed out or laid off. Now, we know that BetterUp was founded back in 2013. It employs around 2,000 coaches and has around 300 clients. The company says its employees are empowered to go above and beyond to reach their best self. When Prince Harry was first appointed, he said, I firmly believe on focusing on prioritizing mental fitness unlocks potential and opportunity. But Harry, you don't use that muscle between your ears, son. I mean, we don't think you use it very much, but okay. So Prince Harry has emerged as an advocate for mental health awareness and even said he was using BetterUp services. Yeah, right. You mean collecting a paycheck. It was the most used app on his phone, is what he told TV host Stephen Colbert. Besides Candy Crush, I guess that's the other app he's using. The Daily Express has reached out to the Sussex's Archwell organization and BetterUp for comment. But let me guess, they said, no comment. I don't know, guys. So what do you think? Do you believe the stories that BetterUp is actually bullying their employees? I mean, let's be honest. Harry and Meghan know a little bit about bullying themselves. Maybe they have that in common, and that is why they're good work buddies. Let me know, guys. Leave me your comments down below. So Rachel Raglan, better known as Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex, the D-list desperate actress from Montecito, she had her Norma Desmond moment when she attended Variety Magazine's Power of Women gala event in Los Angeles. Now, we all know that Meghan Markle loves the clickety-clicks of the camera, even though it triggers poor little Prince Harry into his PTSD. But nope, not Meghan. It literally gets her narcissistic love tank full, and she was loving it. She was loving every bit of this moment. Now, she was dressed in a very interesting ensemble, kind of an off-the-shoulder gown. Reminded me of the 90s chic, what they're calling simple, quiet luxury, where you're pretty much putting in no effort and you're very, very plain. So in my opinion, she was definitely taking a card from the 90s fashion, where she was wearing this little slinky, looked like a slip off the shoulder gown in her trademark dish water beige, because we all know that Meghan Markle loves a beige or a caramel or a nude or whatever you want to call it. But in my opinion, it was a little dull, it was a little drab, and once again, a little too long. Now, I thought her hair and makeup looked pretty. She's a pretty woman. Again, her figure is very, very thin. The dress wasn't horribly wrong, but for whatever reason, it just didn't hang right on her. It needed to be shorter. Again, Meghan Markle, her evening wear, it's always a miss for some reason. And we all know that Meghan Markle, the woman who could never wear color in the royal family because she was going to upstage the queen. I really do believe this is her favorite color because we see this woman in so much beige. Literally, it's the color of dishwater, maybe to reference the dish soap commercial from Procter & Gamble. I have no idea, but the woman loves a beige. Now, the interesting thing about this event, of course, we've all seen the clip where Meghan Markle was sitting there on the red carpet, and she was just so thrilled to be the center of attention, but she was literally by herself in front of a sea of photographers. It was like no other celebrity wanted to be photographed with Meghan Markle. Again, she has cooties. Nobody wants to be next to Meghan Markle. There was a lot of celebrities there, not one photograph with anybody with Meghan Markle. Very interesting. Now, there was that very embarrassing faux pas that happened between her and her assistant on the red carpet, where her assistant was trying to push and usher Meghan Markle along because I believe people were telling her, like, get her out of the way, move it along. We got people to interview. And she's like, just a moment is fine. And she just kept standing there, which was awkward and weird. But here's the funnier thing. So she got interviewed by a lady on the red carpet for Variety magazine, but you can tell the woman was prepped beforehand because she was like overly compensating for Meghan Markle and almost fangirling over, oh my God, it's Meghan Markle and are you so happy about the suits? 45 billion minutes of suits. And it was like, Meghan was trying to act like, oh, who's counting? Your team, Meghan, your team. Your team probably told that woman the fact to talk about when she interviewed you. Because let's be real, Meghan, what else would this woman ask you on the red carpet? You don't exactly have any movies that you're doing. Is she going to be like, how's your dad? How's your family? Where are your kids? Where's your husband? Are you going to go to the king's house for Christmas? I mean, the only thing she could talk about was Suits, which ended, 4 years ago? I mean, it's like, you don't have anything else to talk about, Meghan. So, of course, she had to bring that up. Unless, of course, you want to talk about your Procter & Gamble dishwasher commercial. Once again, when I was a little girl, I wrote the letter to Procter & Gamble because I'm such a powerful woman. But the hilarious thing to me is a Power of Women event, but you've done nothing of power for women ever. The only thing you managed to do, sister, is marry well. That's it. You married a prince. Literally, congratulations. That is your claim to fame, but you haven't really done anything else for women. Now, Meghan was being interviewed and she's like, Harry and I are excited about our upcoming projects. We want to make things that make people feel and have a sense of community. Again, the community. What community are we talking about, Meghan? What are people feeling? Because the only thing you've ever done is make people upset and disgusted about your whinge fest, crying over your privileged life. It's kind of embarrassing. Even why are you there? Because you're not really an actress. You haven't acted for over 4 years, and quite frankly, when your show was on, it wasn't really a big hit. Yes, there was a resurgence on Netflix, and it was like in the top 10 for like 3 weeks. And it's already over. People are already done. It's never going to be seen again. Very, to the sun don't shine. No one cares about it. No one cared about it, and no one cares about it. So it's very interesting how this woman was trying to drum up interest in Meghan Markle and her career and her upcoming projects. Now, there's the rumor, of course, that Netflix wants to quietly uncouple themselves from the moochers of Montecito when their contract ends in 2025. In Hollywood, you are only as good as your last project. And let's be real here, Meghan and Harry have not done any actual creative projects. The only thing they've really done is their whinge fest on the royal family, where they cried. They are professional whiners. You had the Oprah Winfrey interview, his book Spare, and his docu-series based on Harry and Meghan playing the victim card. That's it. Yes, they did a couple of other things that were complete flops. So in Hollywood, they're dead in the water as far as I'm concerned. I don't care what project they're going to put Meghan's name to. It's going to be a very hard sell. So in my opinion, she showed up at this Power of Women event trying to be a powerful player in Hollywood. I'm a woman in charge. Look at me, y'all. I don't need my prince of a husband. I'm Meghan Markle, the global, powerful woman of Hollywood. Now, the other interesting thing was that Meghan Markle was seated at the table with just Hollywood executives, no stars. Again, nobody had their photograph taken with Meghan Markle because she got cooties. She was sitting with the executives, kind of like when you go to a wedding reception and you want to see, oh my God, where am I being seated? And nobody wants to be at the kiddie table. Well, Meghan Markle was at table 12, where she was just with these Hollywood power players. Now, in my opinion, I think this is very orchestrated because Meghan is trying to rebrand herself as this big, hotshot Hollywood power player producer because she even knows when it comes to acting, yes, thank. Yes, thank. Meghan Markle is not a Hollywood star. She's never going to be Julia Roberts. So even she has to admit, I kind of suck at acting, so I'm going to become a woman behind the scenes and be this big power player producer, which basically means she's just going to hitch her name onto a rising star off the back of other people's hard work, because we all know that's what Meghan Markle likes to do, hitch on to the work of other people and take the credit. So there she was with these two women in Hollywood, Janet Yang, the president of the Academy of Motion Picture and Arts and Sciences, you know, the woman behind the Oscars. Oh, does that mean Meghan Markle might be a presenter at an upcoming Oscars? Mm-hmm. And then they had Parlina, I can't say her last name, Igbokwe, who runs Universal Studios. And then there was Meghan Markle at power table number 12. But no other stars were even looking at her, being photographed with her. It was really odd, and you can tell there was a couple of moments where Meghan Markle, her mask fell when the camera wasn't on Meghan. I really do believe that Meghan is not popular. She is not liked in Hollywood. A lot of the stars are like, why is she here? Because she's really not an actress. She's not a star. She doesn't really do anything creative. Literally, the only reason why people talk about her and her husband is because they talk badly about the royal family on Oprah and his book, on the docuseries. They're a one-trick pony, but there's nothing really positive or creative about the two of them. So the fact that she was at this Power of Women event, but the only reason why she's there is because she married a prince, is kind of ironic and laughable. So I can guarantee you a lot of those people in Hollywood, you know, like Leonardo DiCaprio didn't even look at her. He's sitting at a different table. People like that who have worked their butt off in the industry and actually created real work in Hollywood, which translated to billions of dollars in the movie industry. When they look at someone like Meghan Markle, who's infamous for just being a bad person, for just treating the royal family like crap, and only became a household name because of who she married, nothing to do with her own personal worth, merit, or contribution to the actual industry. So I did find the event very interesting. I do believe that she's trying to set herself up as a Hollywood power player, producer, a global icon, a strong woman without her husband, Prince Harry. But we all know she can't do anything without her husband because that is what made her relevant. She even said, "Oh, my husband's very excited and we can't wait to share all of our projects with you." We're all very interested to see what Harry and Meghan are going to pull out of their hat, if they're actually going to walk away from the woe is me and actually get into the creative sphere, because heaven forbid if they don't, they are definitely going to sink like the Titanic. Let's not forget Bill Simmons from Spotify labeled them lazy effing grifters, and that type of stuff stays out in the universe forever. Forever. People in Hollywood don't forget. And Spotify never apologized nor downplayed his statement. They were literally silent, which according to Harry and Meghan means they were complicit, agreeing with Bill Simmons' statement. That's not a good look in Hollywood when an executive, you get dumped from a huge contract and then he says you're lazy grifters. People talk, people know, and people are not easily fooled. They can see BS a mile away. So what do you guys think about Meghan Markle trying to act like she's the new Hollywood power player producer by showing up at this event and kissing up to the Hollywood executives? Leave me your comments, guys, down below. Well, guys, that is all the royal news that I have for you today. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. And if you like today's content and you have not yet subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing to my channel and hitting that notification bell, because I'm trying to get to 30,000 subscribers before the end of the year. It would really make my day. But as always, thank you for being here, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye, guys.